Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Ace here, back with another props video. Yesterday, I only had one play for y'all. It was Malik Beasley over 12.5 points, and this one ended up cashing. He was shooting like 3 for 3 in the first half. He had 8 points, and then it was kind of sweaty. And then he ended up making a three with 4 minutes left to cash. So I love that play, and I'm happy it hit. And there were some other plays that I was thinking about taking. Unfortunately, I didn't take because they all ended up hitting. I was heavily debating Jimmy Butler over 5.5 rebounds or over 11.5 rebounds and assists. He ended up cashing both of them, so I wish I took one of them. And then I was thinking about Mikal 3.5 assists. I ended up not thinking about it too much because it was kind of iffy. But one I really liked was Justin Champagnie rebounds. I wanted it to drop to 5.5 and ended up not dropping to 5.5. It was 6.5 plus 110. I said I might even take it at 6.5 for light, and he ended up getting 13 rebounds, man. So I wish I took that line. I ended up not taking it, but I'll take a 1-0 day. It is what it is, right? Kind of annoyed though, still, no matter what, because I should have taken Butler or Champagnie. But feels good to catch a Malik Beasley prop, because like I told y'all, Malik Beasley fucking hates me. Every time that I bet on him, he always chalks me. But as y'all know, I do not ban players. Like, I try my hardest not to ban players, so I'm happy I didn't ban him because he ended up coming clutch, came through for us yesterday. And yeah, that was a 1-0 day. So another profitable day. I'll take it even if it's a 1-0. Profit is profit. But anyway, I got a slip for y'all today. But before I do a slip, I just want to make sure y'all join the Discord. Shout out the Discord. Um, the link will be in the description of this video. So scroll down to the link or scroll down to the description of this video. Click the link in the description of this video, and you'll see this screen right here. You'll click join. You'll see 3 different memberships. First one, $15 per month. That's going to give you all my NBA plays, and that's going to give you all my MLB plays as well. MLB is coming back very, very soon in the next few weeks. So take advantage of that deal, because these past 2 weeks it's been just NBA, but now you're also getting MLB as MLB is back. So all of my NBA plays and all of my MLB plays for only $15 a month. Very, very good deal. The second one, 25 a month. That's going to give you everything that I just said. Plus, it's also going to give you all of my Rocket League plays. You guys don't know what Rocket League is. It is a video game that you could bet on. Last year, 2024, the best hit rate, my best hit rate on any single sport that I post was actually Rocket League. I had a 72% hit rate on over 300 Rocket League props over the course of the season. So if you only want to chip in 10 extra dollars to get all my NBA, MLB plays, and all my Rocket League plays for only 25 a month, go ahead and lock this one in. But if you just want all the NBA plays and the MLB plays for only 15 a month, I do not blame you at all. You're gonna make money on either membership, right? But if you just want the NBA and MLB plays, only $15 per month for every single play that I post. And if you've never joined before, scroll down to promo code, type in 2025 at checkout. You will see your first month is only $5. That is five freaking dollars for every single NBA and MLB play that I post for 30 days. That is cheaper than a biggie bag. Would you rather like make profit over the course of a month, or would you eat a biggie bag? Like, come on now, $5 if you never joined before. So take advantage of that deal. It's only for people that have never joined before. But anyway, let's get into the slip that I have for today, because it's a pretty long write up. So I have a 2 leg slip. One of them is like a juice line, and then one of them is a regular line. It adds up to like -1, or it adds up to like plus 148 odds. The first leg and the main play of the slip is going to be Anthony Edwards over 4.5 assists. So let's go ahead and get into the write up quickly. For this one, as you can see, he's cashing his last 2 out of 3 games with everyone healthy. He's including a 5 assist game. Last game against the Magic. The Magic are allowing the second least assists per game this season and in the last 7 games. So the fact that he was able to clear this line in one of the toughest matchups in the entire league is very, very, that makes it even more confident for today. Now he's getting a way easier matchup. He's facing a Jazz team that are allowing the third most assists, or the second most assists per game this season. Jazz are known to blitz star players. They surprisingly allow the second least pick and roll ball handler points per game this year. So they're really good at defending the pick and roll ball handlers, because not because they have a good defense, but because when players do a pick and roll, they like to double the pick and roll ball handler. But then that just means pick and roll ball handler will just pass out. They'll kick out to someone else, or they'll pass to the center, which is why the Jazz allow so many assists but so little pick and roll ball handler points. That's really, really good for Anthony Edwards, because he's in the pick and roll a ton. And the Jazz are going to be doubling him a ton here if they continue to do the philosophy that they've had all year, right? So this should be amazing for Ant's assists, as he'll be passing a lot in this game due to double teams from the Jazz. Ant has done way better dealing with double teams as of late, as opposed to earlier in the season, because earlier in the season it was, pissing him off a little bit. He was talking about it, but now he's been studying a bit more and just trying to figure out ways to deal with the double team, and he's been doing better with it as of late. If you go ahead and check his assist numbers, they have increased since the All-Star break and in the past few months compared to the first few months. So, yeah. And then with all the Wolves guys healthy, he will have an arsenal of weapons to pass to for open threes, because if you're going to get doubled off the pick and roll, either you're going to pass it to Gobert for an easy 2, or you're going to pass it to somebody else for a catch and shoot 3. They have a ton of catch and shoot shooters. They have Mike Conley, Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jaden McDaniels, etc. And like I said, if they're not open, the center comes up to double, then he can just dump it off to Gobert in the paint. And since the Jazz are going to be doubling, then Gobert will have some easy dump off layups, right? So either way, there are very, very good assist opportunities here for Anthony Edwards in this game. The Jazz are also allowing the most catch and shoot 3-pointers attempted per game in the last 7 games. So like aforementioned, there should be a plethora of potential assists for on catch and shoot 3s and also dump offs to Rudy Gobert. 32% of Anthony Edwards' assists are above the break 3s. The Jazz are allowing the most above the break, the most assists per game to the above the break 3s. 18% of his assists are in the corner, and the Jazz are allowing the 8th most assists per game to corner 3s, and then 17% of his assists go to mid-range shots. The Jazz are allowing the 2nd most assists per game to mid-range shots, and then 34% are at the rim, and the Jazz are actually pretty good at defending the rim because of Walker Kessler. But Gobert, if he's going to be doubled, he's going to see like 1 or 2 assists, or maybe even 3 assists in this game just to Gobert if the Jazz continue to double him off the pick and roll. So I'm not too worried about that being a tough matchup. And also the funny thing is, if you go ahead and look at Anthony Edwards' games this year, right? You'll see these are all his assist games. You'll see he has 1 game right here that is the most assists out of any game this season. And funny enough, this was his game against the Jazz. The most assists that he's had in any single game this year was actually in this exact same matchup against the Utah Jazz. He had 11 assists on 16 potential assists on 56 passes made. So, I mean, it's clear. If you watch the film, I already watched the film on that game, you'll see why. He got doubled a fuck ton on all of his assists, and he just passed it off. A bunch of dump offs to Gobert, and then a bunch of catch and shoot 3s. So, a really, really good matchup for him. He already went over, and even last year, I don't care about last year's stats, to be honest. I never count last year's stats into it, but he did go over in all 3 out of 3 games last year against the Jazz as well. So he's just been killing this matchup, the defensive philosophy of the Utah Jazz. So that's going to be the first leg, and then the second leg of it, if you want to just play this as a straight, you can do that too. I wouldn't mind that at all. But I'm going to get a little freaky and add a second leg. It's going to be, and this might DMP. This second leg might DMP as well. So it might just be Anthony Edwards, which I'm fine with. And it's going to be Norman Powell 15 plus points right here, and it's going to be plus 148 total. But let's get into the write-up for Norman Powell points. So if you go ahead and check his logs, you see like, holy fucking shit, right? He's catching a ton of games. The reason why this line is so low, because his regular line is 17.5, right? The reason why his lines are so low is because this would be his first game in 2 weeks. His last game was March 2nd, and he got injured in that game, and he hasn't played since. So this would be his first game in 2 weeks. So if he does play, he will probably be on some sort of minutes restriction, probably not a crazy one, because it wasn't a crazy injury. But if he does play, he will be on a minutes restriction. So I'm expecting, we're going to be safe, right? I'm expecting 20 to 30 minutes, right? 20 to 30 minutes would be a fair minutes restriction in my opinion. And if he does get that, you'll see he's still gone over this 15 plus points line in a fuck ton of games. He's over this 15 plus point line in 11 out of 13 games when he gets 20 to 30 minutes, averaging 20.5 points per game. And the 2 games he went under in were very tough matchups against the Rockets and against the Thunder. But if we look a little bit closer, take a deeper look, 24% of his points come in transition, and who's he playing? The fucking Hornets. They've been a bottom 14 transition defense. If we go ahead and look at these games where Norman Powell gets 20 to 30 minutes against bottom 16 transition defenses, you'll see Norman Powell has gone over this line in all 9 out of 9 games, averaging 23 points per game against bottom 16 transition defenses when he gets only 20 to 30 minutes. That's incorporating a minutes restriction. I would be shocked if he gets like less than 20 minutes, maybe because of a blowout. But even then, he has a solid chance. I want to see what his hit rate is. He hasn't had a game with 15 with less than 20 minutes, barring injury. So he should be getting 20 to 30 minutes. He's gone over this line in every single game. when getting 20 to 30 minutes against bottom 16 transition defenses, which the Hornets are one of them. And then also, if you go ahead and look in general, 22% of Norman Powell's points are spot up shooting, which you'll see it's pretty tough matchup here against the Hornets, but that has changed as of late. As of late, if you go ahead and check the Charlotte Hornets, they're allowing the 6th highest catch and shoot frequency per game, and they're allowing the 8th highest catch and shoot 3-pointers attempted per game in the last 7 games of every single team. This has been a really good spot up matchup as of late. And also in general, if we go ahead and look at the positional matchup, Charlotte Hornets are allowing the most points per game to shooting guards in the last 15 days. So really, really good matchup for Norman Powell to score. If he's on a minutes restriction, like 20 to 30 minutes, he should still be able to cash this line. So that's going to be the slip for the YouTube video. I got half a unit on it just because it's a slip. Anthony Edwards over 4.5 assists, and then Norman Powell 15 plus points. If Norman DNPs, then we'll just have Anthony Edwards as a straight, which I'm fine. So that's gonna be the slip for y'all today. If you guys want every single play that I post, make sure you guys join the Discord. The link will be in the description of this video. I'll catch y'all next video. Peace.